Welcome to Date with Danu right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. Today's show is simply fabulous.
Hi, I'm Shan and model.
Hi, I'm Chris, and we are ready to go on a date with Danu.
I work for CFW and I'm a jewelry designer too. I start my modeling career eight years ago. And this is Chris, my partner.
Hi, I'm Chris. I've been supporting Shan through his career for about 8 years.
Danu reached out to me and asked to join with his show a few weeks ago, and today's the day.
We are really looking forward to joining Danu. We've seen lots of his shows. We know that he has a talent for making people feel at ease, and also kind of really talking about subjects that a lot of other people don't dare to go. So it should be a really interesting show.
From literally setting the ramp on fire to being the cover girl of Hi, Shan has done so much. Along with Shan, I have ever so supportive Chris. Let's put it that way. Chris said, I'm just the one backstage holding bags. Chris is just so selfless, I tell you. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes.
I'm waiting for this moment since 2022.
Oh,
I think.
really?
Yes.
I'm so happy. You know, I met Shan for the first time when Shan modeled for Indies collection.
Yes.
In this red, fabulous gown that was made specially for Shan. That's what you call a showstopper. There was nothing. You don't need an avant-garde for Shan. Shan makes even rag look like avant-garde, which is genuinely true. I actually asked Chris, I said, is Shan always like very, has such a seductive vibe about him, even when he says, hello. Yes. And then, what did you say, Chris?
No, I think Shan, everybody thinks Shan is this graceful, elegant creature, which is true on the runway in front of the camera, but he has two personalities. He's also this kind of Sri Lankan fish wife, is that right?
Sometimes more than two.
Two wives.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
There you go. There's all of us have a little fish wife seated there. We just bring it out when we need to.
I can imagine.
Shan. Yeah.
Yes.
So let's start off. This creature, where do you come from? Tell me your story.
It's a long story.
Where do you were born in?
I born in Kalutara. And,
We know Kalutara.
Yeah, you know Kalutara, right? So, growing up, I always wanted to be a model or do something creative. But when my school time, growing up, I never seen anything like me to go beyond that
Framework.
framework. So, I'm just a normal kid growing up.
Was bullying a big part of your life?
Verbally, yes. Every
because
day.
people didn't understand what you were within.
No, yeah. Even growing up, I never show a lot who
Okay.
I am. I always keep everything inside of me till I met Chris.
Now that's why I have to ask Chris.
Yeah. So
when did you all meet, Chris?
I think it's nearly 10 years. And I just remember seeing Shan and just thinking, oh my God, what is that?
Exactly.
Which I'm sure everybody thinks.
Yeah.
But, he just had so much, like I say, grace and poise and this kind of like 6'2", almost like an avatar,
Yeah.
that kind of
Very
thing.
demanding personality.
Yeah, just really kind of like owns any room that he walks into, and but I could see through the kind of facade. Is that right? When I met Shan, he was wearing like baggy trousers, a cap.
pretending.
Pretending to be the macho man of
Yes.
from where? From Kalutara.
Kalutara.
Kalutara macho boy.
But really terribly pretending. I don't know how anybody thought that Shan was anything but what he really is.
Yeah.
Like, you could just see it. But you could see that he was also trying to hide.
And he felt so small within himself.
Yeah, and kind of really not very confident and didn't like was ashamed of his color, was ashamed of his femininity.
I hated myself so many years, yes.
And today people
all
want
those
you.
things that now are celebrated. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. So yeah, it was.
So it's when you met Chris is when you really felt loose and free to do what you like?
Yes, from the beginning, yes, because I mean, when I met him, I'm not like even to him, I didn't express a lot.
And your real self, you hid it?
Yes, and yeah, when we getting to know each other, and he's the one who pushed me to breaking all the boundaries. So yeah, after I met him, yes.
I think we also moved in different circles then. So at that time, I had like a villa, and we had lots of guests from other countries, and they all loved Shan, and they loved Shan for
Shan.
For Shan, yeah. You know, and we had some photographers stay with us, and they kind of were inspired by this kind of his kind of look, and I think that was a real kind of lesson to him. I think it was the first time that he was like, wow, I'm actually, you know, I don't need to hide these things, and not only are people accepting them, they're celebrating them, and I think that was kind of like a really big kind of
then I realized, yes, I can be someone and I can love myself. This is just normal.
Yes, and it is actually, it's like if you were in like Milan, I think you'll be the most booked model, and this show will not be even possible to get a date from you.
Yes.
And I think
I'll
that
be
is
busy,
where you're going.
I'm busy, Danu.
I'm just in Milan, I'll be back soon. We have a segment called Hot Seat, we'll come back to that. Thank you to our friends at Crystal Luxury Wellness for joining us on the show. If you want to really pamper the inner diva in you, I'm telling you, it's the place to go. Crystal really offers some amazing services. Let me tell you about one thing. We all go through scars in our lives, and sometimes we tend to just use foundation, or we're like, oh, it can't be seen. But these scars could be now erased out of your life. Sometimes these could not only give you bad memories, but also it could be something that you're just carrying an unwanted past with it. If you have those, they have the best set of lasers that are available under one roof to give you solutions and remedy that's just going to really blow your mind. Visit Crystal Luxury Wellness today for an array of amazing services, all under one roof. From their villa to their clinic, they have so much to offer. Thank you for joining us on Date with Danu. Now we have questions from Shan and of course Chris. Chris seems like the diplomatic one. All right, here we go. You have walked the ramp for multiple designers, Shan. Who has been your favorite designer to model for? Is it Radhika from Lois London, Indi from House of Indi?
Ooh, good. I love them both. Sorry, Radhika, it's Hindi.
If one of you were straight for a day, what would you do?
Wow. I know what you'd do.
I want to know what's that.
He'd make a baby.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. For me, I don't know actually. I think I would probably
Contribute towards the baby.
yes, we do a team effort.
Okay, cool. Have you ever judged another couple's outfit, the two of you all together?
On a daily basis.
Yes, every day. We are doing it every day.
Oh,
Every
please,
moment.
you.
Couples, singles, families.
What's
anything.
that crap you're wearing?
That's no limit. We judge everybody.
I don't know about judging. I think when you,
Giving credits.
yeah,
Yeah.
both on both sides.
Sides,
If we see someone that looks amazing, then we'll definitely. And I'll be like, you look amazing, and they're like, oh my god, who's this person? But I think the biggest judgment is the lack of here
Yeah.
for us is like the lack of diversity. Like,
And embracing their diversity.
yeah, you know, that everybody feels like they need to look the same, you know, and then they're laughing at us because we look different.
Different, yeah.
Yeah. So,
I mean, people judging us every day, so we are judging them.
I don't know whether it's judging. I think they're
Not judging,
wowed
yeah,
by you.
yeah.
Because when I walked in for this event recently where I met Shan, I was just mesmerized. Like the lilac skirt, and Shan looked like this divine vision to reckon with. I couldn't see beyond the store. I couldn't see anything in the store beyond you. I was like, I don't know whether inviting Shan for openings is a good thing, unless it's Shan something. Your thoughts on open relationships and multiple partners in the equation?
Who's going to answer that question? You.
I
mean,
Yeah, I think in both over here, as in Sri Lanka, and also within the, I don't know, LGBT community, I think it's quite unusual. I think a lot of people, but there's also not really that many role models, or you don't, even growing up, and especially here now, you don't really see people that are together for a long time, that are in like a monogamous relationship. So I think for a lot of people it's a bit like people like, really? Like, you don't have an open relationship? For us, for me, it's not something that, you know.
I mean, for me, with multiple partners, there's no love.
Yeah,
So,
correct. That feeling of coming home and
Yeah, I think it's a very different feeling, and I think until you really experience it, you don't really get it. There's comfort, there's trust. I think having a best friend, and I think that's always been the thing for us, is that when we first met, we were both going through quite tough times, and I think we kind of found support in each other, and that's where that kind of, that depth and that
we
kind
both
of
saved ourselves.
that bond, has come from.
that's amazing. That's beautiful. End of the day, I think lust is just 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That is if you're quite good at it. Otherwise, it's just
Otherwise,
2.
3.
Final question. What are your thoughts on people putting labels?
I don't like it at all. It's just something people make. Sometimes people make those labels to cover up themselves.
Yeah, I think also it's people find comfort
In putting somebody else down.
in a
Yes.
box or in a label. I think it sometimes that kind of like those blurred lines, that grey area, makes people feel uncomfortable. And I think, and even Shan has experienced within the modelling world, people are like, okay, so you can do feminine clothes, and actually Shan can do both.
Yeah, for sure.
He's can be super masculine, not super masculine. I won't go that far,
Masculine,
he can model anything.
He has the body that a model requires.
Yeah.
And that's what's important.
Yeah. But I think people have sometimes, from what you see of Shan on social media, people sometimes think he can only do one thing. And I don't think that's true.
Yeah, sometimes something you are not comfortable with, you put in label on that. So
then it's easier to categorize.
Ignore that, put the label, okay, that's that.
Time for a break. We'll see you on the other side, because you know who's going to get this. Even if I give it to Chris, it's going to be Shan's. So, see you after. Thank you to our friends at Crystal Luxury Wellness for joining us on the show. If you want to really pamper the inner diva in you, I'm telling you, it's the place to go. Crystal really offers some amazing services. Let me tell you about one thing. We all go through scars in our lives, and sometimes we tend to just use foundation, or we're like, oh, it can't be seen. But these scars could be now erased out of your life. Sometimes these could not only give you bad memories, but also it could be something that you're just carrying an unwanted past with it. If you have those, they have the best set of lasers that are available under one roof to give you solutions and remedy that's just going to really blow your mind. Visit Crystal Luxury Wellness today for an array of amazing services, all under one roof. From their villa to their clinic, they have so much to offer. Back with us on the show, speaking to this fabulous pair. I really wanted to know their story, how they met. 10 years ago, go back in time. So it was 2015?
15.
Yeah, was it 2015?
I know how to minus 10 out of 25.
So who's going to say? I'm going to say my part.
Okay, tell me,
Okay.
where were you? What were you doing?
I was at the beach reading a book,
Oh,
and I saw this someone like
A
I don't
vision.
know, vision, someone running, not towards me,
wait.
on the beach.
I'm still trying to get away after 10 years.
So then, like a few meters away, he stopped running and start walking. And
Again towards you or away?
No, just
just-
when he passed me, I just say hi. So
It was
he said
more than a
hello.
hi. There was meaning behind the hi.
Was it like a...
It was like, yeah, a little
That
bit more,
kind
a
of
little
hi.
bit more high pitch, but it was there.
Ah,
So,
okay.
yeah, I say hi.
Uh.
I mean, just, naturally it
Just-
came hi.
Oh, there you
Not
go.
that much.
Please
So-
do the hi for me, please. Okay, just imagine me looking like...
Hi.
Good gosh, I actually turned. I was like, whoa. Yes.
So he said hello, then
We just started talking.
talking a
Oh,
lot that day. Yeah.
Were you at that time? Were you like, what is this creature, or were you
Yeah, because he kind of was walking along. I saw him walking along the beach, and he was wearing like white, like
Yeah, baggy pant, like a linen
palazzo
pant.
trousers, and just kind of like gliding.
like? Yeah, actually, you don't walk. You actually just glide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think I was just. I mean, I'd been in Sri Lanka a long. I mean, I've been here now 21 years. So even at that point, I was like, I knew the way conversations go and everything, and we were just chatting, and I just was like, wow, this person is really different. You
Yeah.
know, I could feel this kind of like soft, kind of sensitive person underneath, and we spoke for hours.
Hours,
That
yeah,
day?
that
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Wow. Good
And-
you said hi.
And then we kind of left it, and
We exchanged our
I was kind of
numbers.
waiting for him to say, "Can I have some money?" or something. That was like,
Aw.
you know, that's generally how it goes here. Like, or can you take me to England, or
Yeah.
you know. And there was nothing. He was like, "Bye, bye," and then I just could not stop thinking about it. I was like, "There's something really different there."
So yeah, then
Who made the first phone call?
he text or called me same day, and he said, I have to tell you something. Can I meet you
Really?
tomorrow? Yeah, the same.
Because also he
place.
told me about like where he was working at a hotel, and he was like cleaning 15 rooms or something. You were housekeeping, right?
Housekeeper, yeah.
And I was like, why is this person, this amazing looking person, a cleaner or a housekeeper? So I was like, I'm going to do something I really want to change the trajectory of where your life is going. I just kind of felt really, you know, it really resonated with me.
And you all met for the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at
And
that
what-
time, were you running a hotel?
Yeah, and then I was like, I want you to come and work for me. And that was it. That was, you know, as they say,
Aw.
that's history.
Yeah.
And everybody loved Shan. Like my family, our guests, they just thought he was like the best thing since. My mum was like, "Oh, he's really fashionable," and I was like, "I think it's more than fashionable."
There's more coming, Mum. And you felt a connection to him and his family and everything?
Yes. I mean,
Because it's like two different worlds, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
coming
for
together.
sure.
but from the beginning, Chris's mom super close with me, and she gave me my first pair of high heels too.
She could
Um,
find sizes?
Yes. In UK,
Yeah, for sure.
anything is possible.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was super close with Chris's family, with his mom and dad, with his sister, and her family.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. You know, actually, there are people who, as Chris said, there's a command in some people, and mostly it's when they speak or when they articulate or something to that nature. But with Shan, I think the power you had is to just remain there and demand attention. That is actually, I don't know whether it's a great thing, poor Chris,
I also think he comes from a really humble background. Like, I think a lot of people that see Shan think he's
Put together now.
yeah, he's from this kind of like from a rich background, or you know, when you see it's just a small little house on the beach. His parents, you know, are really they don't speak English. His mum is like 4'11". I mean, how she gave
She's
birth.
not even five
How she
foot.
gave birth to
I
this.
think three kids can come together.
Yeah, everybody's surprised. So your son.
So yeah, I think that kind of humble background
Yeah.
also makes Shan quite
And
relatable.
how's your mum today?
She was, I mean, not super supportive.
It
but
was
they
hard for her to understand. Yeah.
But they now understand about myself, what I'm doing, it's between us. So
I think it's more fear,
fear,
Yeah, I know.
not of Shan, but how people.
The world will see.
Yeah,
even
yeah.
she my mom and dad wanna accept me who I am, but they're still worrying about the outside, the society, the neighbors. What will they say? And it will.
I think they are more worried when they are not there, or if ever Chris is not there in your life, what's going to ever happen?
by
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's still worried about that.
But were you all able to mend the relationship? Were you
Yeah.
accepted in some way?
Yeah. I think
They come to our
Place.
staying with
Yeah.
us, and we going there, seeing them. And,
It is two very different worlds.
I know.
That's the thing, and I think it's always any relationship where you're managing two cultures, or is always going to be a little bit of a struggle. And then with obviously this added on top of that, I think it just takes a bit of time. My family are like, "Oh, Shan's amazing." Like
Even
I'm kind of pushed aside, and
Even
where's
if I
Shan?
step out my comfort zone, my parents and my family still can't do that. They're truly supportive to me.
They love you, but it's just
yeah.
in Sri Lanka we have a problem in expressing love.
Yeah.
We find it so hard to give a hug, especially to our family. We find it so hard
Yeah.
to say, "Mom, I love you." It's just such a tough line. Even if you have scored 100, the mother will, "Oh, well, you know, old school, like, good, go. But they will praise you to all heavens, to
Yeah.
to everyone else. But it's a very strange kind of.
communication is
Yeah.
different.
They don't know how to show.
That is true. Expression is hard.
expressions, Yeah.
We're going to come back with yes or no. So it's a very simple game, just show the relevant side of the board, okay? Here we go. Have you ever sleepwalked?
No.
Have you ever laughed so hard that you just let go of one of your bodily fluids?
I'll say no.
Really? Please tell me it's front and not back.
Yes.
Front.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, fine.
You're never going to work in the modeling industry again after that.
Just book me. I'm not gonna laugh harder.
It'll be
me-
just very controlled laugh.
Yeah. I can control my laugh now. This
Have-
is like many years ago.
Okay. Those linen pants day.
Yes.
Have you ever tripped and fallen in public?
You must have.
On a show?
Yes.
You might have tripped so beautifully as well.
Yeah, I managed it. I didn't
Fall flat.
fall. Yeah.
Okay. Is there a lie that you told your parents but you have never ever told him? Like something that you have told your parents but you have never told him?
No, I think.
No.
I think you might have told him more than what you have told your parents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I say so.
Is there a color you refuse to wear?
Me, yes.
I'm not.
What's your color?
Yellow.
Big bird.
Yeah. I just feel like my skin is yellow, so then I'll.
Have you ever ghosted anyone? Yes.
Multiple times
You're like a ghost in many people's
on a
life.
daily basis.
Was it Casper who I spoke to? You have also ghosted?
Yes.
Yeah.
Many times.
Are you a good cook?
Big
Oh,
yes.
Really?
Big yes.
You? Survivor.
When I need to be.
Ah, okay. How are you about sharing wardrobe?
Yeah, I mean.
Do you like Yes or no?
No.
Shan, I'm with you.
Really? We share clothes.
Reluctantly, see.
What annoys me is that like the best clothes I have, Shan wears to like
That's
Kiehl's.
I know.
Or like to go to Cargill's.
Just
I'm
like your
that's
best
like-
clothes are
I don't have
his.
boundaries
That's like
for
my
clothes.
best shirt. Because I'm just going to go and get some pineapples or something.
So yes, I love it, but no.
In like couture British wear. Shan is like, then no, yeah, well, that's just Shan, but thanks. We're going to get into a break. We'll see you on the other side. I have so much to talk about because when Chris met me, told me stories about how he actually goes shopping. I really need to talk about it when we do come back. Fabric that really changes the way Sri Lanka thinks. I'm talking about CEYLON. It's not a fashion brand. It is not a brand that makes your home look amazing. More than that, it is a movement. It has empowered women from this country not only to contribute towards this market that exports all these beautiful fabrics, they have also empowered them to be their leaders at home, giving them the space to earn and become great entrepreneurs and also contribute towards their family and to this country as well. With CEYLON, when you do go and pick and choose their fabric, their saris, the type of work that they have done with even cushions, pillows to make your interior look stunning, you're not only supporting CEYLON as a brand, but you're supporting a home that it really needs your support to keep their fires burning. So go ahead. Make sure that you're a part of CEYLON because it's a movement beyond fashion. Back with us on the show, speaking to Chris and Shan about this fabulous pair and their life. I just wanted to know, Chris, so tell me about Shan's wardrobe choice for a normal, simple day to go to the kade and come back.
So for Shan, normal and simple isn't really in his vocabulary.
Always over the top.
Yeah, and I think that's on the positive side. Shan is one of the bravest people I know. Like, he'll just step out wearing whatever he wants. Obviously, when you're going to Kiehl's or Cargill's or like hot pants and some kind of like, I don't know, sparkly number is maybe not the best thing, but I mean,
I'm
think
sure they must be just not billing you. They're like,
there's a lot of like
yeah.
people lifting their jaws off the floor. But yeah, I think even recently I was like, people were just staring at Shan and I was like, why did you wear that? It's like, it's intentional.
it's an aisle, then there's a ramp, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to
Shan's
ma-
life is a runway. I think that's the,
Always.
Were you always someone who loved to dress up? Like when you were not dressing up the way you were, did you like in your mind plan it, like secretly wear things when you were growing up?
Yes. I mean, not even secretly. In my family, I got lots of, from my mom's side, I got lots of cousin sisters and brothers too. So brothers always playing outside cricket and, you know, boys stuff. So I was always with my sisters, and when we are playing, I'm always mother or big sister or something. So I'm wearing sari or something, you know, my auntie's clothes.
Yeah.
And I used to wear their heels or
Heels.
shoes.
Yeah.
So it's not secretly growing up, but when I like 10, 12 years of
Age.
Age.
But you didn't understand. You just
I just
felt like it was
felt like-
normal.
yeah.
Yeah. You know, I just wanted to speak to you. We live in a very, you know, there's a supportive side to life and there's also a very cruel side to life. And as much as we need to connect on social media, we need to show our presence and market what we can do in life. But it also comes with people's opinions. And you can't help it because we have allowed ourselves to be on a public profile. And if we are going to be like, oh, don't comment like that, we are just being idiots. We put ourselves there, so we better get what we like up to date. If I get 10 nice comments, there's going to be one person who brings my mother, my grandmother, my sister, everyone, including the dog at home, has got scolded. So I'm like, what can I do? It's not my problem. So I'm like, poor soul, I had to just write it all down. But I just wanted to ask you, has it ever affected you? Because however strong we are, sometimes inside we're still human. We still go through all that pain.
We are saying we don't care, but we do care always. From the beginning, I was struggling to take all those comments. I was like, quickly, I'm going to 100. So, you know, go to the people and shouting at them and things. But few years back, then I realized when you decided to do those things or wear those things, so be yourself, people will comment, but you don't have to take all the comments.
Yeah.
Like just get good part, ignore the bad part. So, and even he told me, you can't be like that because you decided to
Yeah.
be who you are. Or
I mean, it doesn't mean it's right, but you know, you kind of have to think when you're, especially not so much in Colombo, but like, you know, where we are
Yeah,
in Gaul,
true.
like if you step out like this, you know, you kind of have to be, and we do, we're like, ready? Yeah, ready, let's go. Kind of
Oh.
you
like,
have to put
you
the
know,
armor
take
before
it
step
on.
out.
It just, I think it's difficult to be educating the population on a daily basis.
Correct.
So there are times when we react, sometimes we don't react. I mean, the social media thing is just, I think you kind of have to just. But Shan is, so last year there was a photo of Shan from Pride in like a pink dress. It's like 740 comments. And he was like, oh my God, someone said something about my varicose veins. Like that was his only problem.
Yeah, there's lots of nasty, negative comments
Horrible,
about
horrible
my sexuality
comments.
and everything. That's the only comment.
Yeah. Why would they
Make
speak
me
about your
cry.
varicose veins?
I mean, obviously.
Just wanted to bring out the bad in you.
Yes. But he wasn't worried about any of the other comments. It was just the varicose veins.
Just my legs. I love my legs.
Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of people do. But actually, when I sort of stalked you on Facebook, there was a lot of bum.
Yes.
That's a lot. Break time. Thank you to our friends at Align for joining us on the show. I just had my second appointment there because I really wanted to, let's say, perfect a smile. It's very important. If you are confident about your smile, then yeah, but you also need to check if your teeth are strong, healthy, and you can use them without getting the fake ones in. How can you maintain all of this? Well, you want the professionals to help you out. Then you have to go to Align. Now, I'm going to just get my smile corrected, and you can do that. And even before I could do that, I got a chance to see what would the changes look like, which is brilliant. Now, all this technology was brought in for the first time with the team at Align. You can now visit them, meet Dr. Nasser. He will tell you all the details about how you can have that $1 million smile. So welcome back to the show. So Chris, you fell in love with Sri Lanka and you have been here for 21 years
Forever,
nearly.
yeah.
Forever. Sun-kissed and just so island.
Yes.
Islandish.
Yeah.
So what keeps you busy now? Hotel is no more and now you are more relaxed?
No, so I think through COVID we kind of decided to sell. We had a villa, so we sold that. But anyway, that was kind of like an on the side. I've always been involved in like fitness and movement and
Oh yeah, I can see, it's the same type of physique I have, yeah.
and I'm a dancer, so I've been dancing with a company called Natanda for about nearly 9 years now.
Right, so that keeps you busy.
Keeps me very busy.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And in terms of work for you, I love what you're wearing. This armor that Shan is wearing was made for this show,
Yes.
and most of the jewelry so was done specially for this show. But Shan actually has a jewelry line. Tell me about it.
So yeah, Ocean collection I started 3 years ago. 3 years ago, yeah. So basically, when we are going to buy something in Sri Lanka as a male person, like a boy, it's always saying, "Oh, sir, that's
Yeah.
for women," you know.
Yeah.
The
And
male
also it
section
doesn't
is
go
that
beyond
side.
your.
No, yeah, and always I love to wear bigger, chunky, heavy pieces, and you can buy some of those pieces, but whatever you want, always you can't find. So I start making some simple pieces just for myself.
And this is all out of brass.
It's all brass and all handmade, and
And you make it by yourself.
most of them I have a jeweler too for some heavy stuff, and because sometimes you have to beat hours and hours with the hammer, so
To get the shape.
yeah, correct. Even like something like this, yeah. And yeah, I start making pieces for me, and then after people seeing those, they ask where we can
Buy it.
buy those, and I start to doing it as a business.
I actually love what he's wearing on his lips, and I was like, wow, that's really nice. That's when he realized he can't drink anything. Straw.
It's really difficult. We need something. Yeah.
Yeah, a straw is what we need.
Yeah.
Now with Shan and Chris here, I really wanted to ask you, Shan, I know life is hard, and life might have been very hard when you were growing up, circumstances. What is it that you learnt in life that is very close to you still, from your tiny house by the beach to today, when so many people want to take photographs, you have seen on a bigger, exposed manner for your beauty, for the confidence you have. A lot of people may be looking at you as an inspiration. What would you tell that little boy at that time, if you could speak to him?
I mean, for now, I can say just trust yourself and be who you are. Even if you don't get any support for be yourself, just keep going. Someday, one day, you can do that. So we will be here. I'll be here to help. Like when I got my help, what I needed and support what I needed.
You'll share.
One day, you will get those support and help and opportunities. So be yourself, be humble, be kind, love yourself.
That's important. And also, I think the universe made you meet Chris.
Yes, I mean, this is my first relationship. I never had any kind of relationship
Before this.
Before this. So this is one and
Nothing
only.
to compare it to.
Huh?
He has nothing to compare it to.
Oh yeah, come on.
You can be anything. You're like, oh, this is the best. Yeah. This is the best. We have a segment and it's called K. So we have a segment called Kinky. And it's made possible by our friends at Midnight Divas. These could be great assets to add to your repertoire. Now that you're doing Scots.
Yeah.
All right. If you have to choose a safe word, and that safe word needs to be a fruit, what fruit would be that safe word?
I mean, there's a lot of dangerous fruits, I think.
Don't say jackfruit or something. It's just going to be just enormous.
Pomegranate. I think something short and sweet, like kiwi.
Oh.
Are you okay with kiwi?
Yeah.
What is the most bizarre thing that has turned you on?
On. I can think of lots of offs. I'll hand it over to you.
No, I don't know. I can't think.
Okay, last question. Have you all ever used whipping cream apart from a dessert? Whipped cream.
I'm a vegan.
Soy milk?
It doesn't quite have the same effect. I don't think.
Yes, it doesn't.
I use, right?
The soy
I'm-
milk?
No.
Not-
The whipping cream?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shan likes a bit of cream.
I like cream. I love cream.
Right. Shan, this is all for you, darling.
Thank you. I love Midnight Tea.
Oh, there you go. It's going to be a loud day in golf. We'll see you after the break. Welcome to the show. If you're wondering what this is, it's what Shan is working on these days. It's a beautiful photograph, though. I think only you could fit all of that into one frame.
Yeah.
This is
Was it for a campaign?
it's for a photo shoot with
Samal.
Samal Bandara. Yeah. Just I did a photo shoot with my jewelry. Then also I wanted to do something
With your
with
jewels.
My yeah, my jewels. So this is my jewel.
Sass at its best. Where are you all off to?
Oh,
There's
this
some
is
underground
under-
party in Mount Lavinia.
Mount Lavinia.
Really?
Yeah.
Recently, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago.
Underground party?
Yeah.
I mean, it was actually on the rooftop, but
We call it underground.
Just to keep it cool.
Oh,
Ah.
Tell me about. Okay, I need to know stories.
so
our
this was
family.
in Singapore.
Okay.
And this is my son.
Oh.
So he's going to be 14 in a couple of weeks. So
Oh,
that's he's from my previous relationship.
so cute.
Yeah, now he's living with us. All
Oh.
those 10 years he was with us.
Oh, that's so cute.
I'm scared about what's coming out.
Sorry.
Ooh, my long hair days.
This was when.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This was 10 years ago?
No, maybe 8 or 9.
8 or 9 years.
I think I was in England at the time.
Yeah, this for a.
And this is real hair, not a wig.
This is my real hair.
But I like the hairless you.
Yeah. Oh.
Where was this?
Some back street. This was on my birthday last year. This
Yeah.
was me celebrating my 43rd birthday.
Yeah. I have to speak about the macho days.
Oh God. That's 10 years ago.
At least.
Is
That's-
this when you saw him?
Yeah.
Shan, you're so beautiful now.
Thank you.
So there was these
Aw.
photos, but there was also a photo of Shan in like a swimming trunk with a bottle of Coca-Cola, and he was doing the most feminine pose. I mean, he's,
I want to
he's
look like a Coke bottle, you know?
my family don't know I'm gay. I was like, what? Are they blind?
I thought.
I
that
can
way.
see you from the moon. If Katy Perry was up there, she would have said, oh my God, look, there's Shan.
God.
Oh wow!
That's a campaign for
2 years ago.
2 years ago for Colombo Pride. Like
Absolutely.
we did for a community. Yeah.
It's
Lots
a
of,
gorgeous photograph.
With
though.
Tavish.
with
Yeah.
Tavish. Lots of strong characters from LGBTQ community in Sri Lanka. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, it's nearly end of the show, but telling the honest truth, I was telling Chris as well. I met Chris for the first time at the event, and we had a wonderful conversation. Beyond everything, what I saw was the fact that it takes someone extremely strong to find absolute joy in having their partner shine and be noticed and recognized and photographed. And I think that takes a lot, and you have a lot of that to give.
Thank you.
And that's a wonderful, wonderful quality. And I'm so happy that, Shan, you found somebody like.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And that's so
Thank you.
beautiful. He was so proud to talk about you. And that is not an everyday case that we see. So thank
Thank
you for
you.
that. And Shan, you know, I've always told you, you're magnificent on and off the ramp. And I think you just need to keep shining for more than anything, is just for being the authentic you, and for being this extreme, not for just the way you dress, but for the way you walk, the way you project yourself on the ramp. You have done justice not only to the wardrobe, but also to the show. So
Thank
I think
you.
on a professional level, I'll be a fool if I don't book you.
Thank you.
Well done, and I'm so happy that you all came on the show. I really hope you all enjoyed.
Yeah, we had a great time. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, on that note, we'll have more of them when we move on with this show. But for now, it's time to say goodbye. We'll see you again. Till then, you keep smiling. It's a wrap.